Listen to me and please understand clearly. You can't live your life by somebody else's life, right? Because in actuality, you don't know what they have done to get what they got, right? A lot of people make it seem like their life is so perfect and so hunky dory and everything is just great when it's really not all the time. When you talk about truly living, when you talk about truly existing, you have to live and exist for yourself. You can't live and exist for nobody else. People pretend that their relationship are certain ways a lot of times, and it's not. People pretend that their marriage is good, and it's not. People also pretend that their finances are great, and it's not. So you find yourself looking up to those people. You find yourself inspiring to have a life like those individuals, but you don't know the cost that they paid to have that life. You don't know the sacrifices they made to have that life. You don't know how much of themselves they gave up to have that life. So we stand on the outside looking in and we see great things. We see the house, we see the cars, we see the money, we see the clothes, we see the smile, and it all could be fake. It could not even be real. Yeah, materialistic things, you can get a house, you can get a car, you can get the clothes, you can get all that stuff. But at what cost? That's what you have to look at what cost. And the things that you acquired, are you happy with those? Right? Because materialistic things don't make you happy. It just don't. But we make it seem like if I get the house, the car, the clothes, then my relationship is great, right? If I get the materialistic things, everything is hunky-dory, and it's not. There are some demons that goes along with that. There are some issues, there are some problems that you take on, right? And it's not just in dating, it's not just in marriage, it's in friendship in the family. If you acquire a business together and the business is booming, you don't know at what cost. See, until you start to do the research, until you start to dig deep within, until you start to pay attention, you have no idea what it took to gain what individuals have gained. But yet and still, instead of us looking at things for what it is, we look at it for what we think we see, right? We look at all the glitz and the glamour. And with glitz and glamour, there comes some deep problems that you don't want to deal with, that you probably would fold if you had to deal with. So stop looking at somebody's life as being great. Stop looking at somebody's relationship as being awesome because people make things seem to be what they not all the time. No relationship is perfect. No individual is perfect. No marriage is perfect. No family is perfect. No friendship is perfect. We are all flawed in some shape, form, or fashion. So get your head out the cloud. Stop wishing that your life was like somebody else because you don't know the cost and the extent of that cost that they have to pay, that they had to pay to get that life. And you don't even know if they still paying the cost for the life that they maintain. You have no idea. You have no idea. We look at the end result. We look at the after fact, but we don't never pay attention to how the person got there. What was the struggles to help them arrive to the destination they arrived to? What did they have to give up? So before you start smiling and say, oh, I want my life to be just like theirs. Oh, I want my relationship to be just like theirs. Oh, I want my friendship to be just like theirs. You need to think long and hard because there is a couple of tags that go with that. And those tags have cost. And are you ready to pay the price? The price that they paid for a relationship that they went into? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Why we want to be like everybody else? How about you be yourself? How about you be the best version of yourself? How about you create the relationship that work for you? How about you create the family dynamic that work for you? How about you create the marriage that works for you and the person that you're married to? And how about you create the friendship that work for you and your friends? And stop living vicariously through somebody else, or stop trying to live on somebody else's level or their journey or their walk. It's not your walk. That's why you have your own set of shoes to walk in. Walk in your own shoes and not nobody else's. Simple.